Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a very delicious Nigerian fried rice with Ghanaian Toolo beef. It is very delicious, you won't believe it. I made this fried rice specially for my birthday. So let us talk about the ingredients. I'm gonna be using long grain rice, vegetable oil, peas and carrots, they were frozen, chopped ginger, habanero pepper chopped. I have another one too. Then I'm gonna be using garlic, it's already chopped, onions too chopped, chicken stock, salt and seasoning cubes, bay leaves, and curry powder. I'm also going to be using Toolo beef. This is Ghanaian Toolo beef. I have a recipe on how to make it. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So it is very salty because it was cured with salt. So I'm going to soak it in water for about 5 hours. This is going to help extract the salt. If you want to eliminate most of the salt, you can re-soak it or go ahead and cook it in a large pot of water. After 5 hours, I'm just going to rinse it and start cooking it. So I'm adding seasoning cube, habanero, one of the habanero. This is just one habanero. Then I'm going to add some garlic, some ginger, mix it in, add one bay leaf and some onions. The only thing I'm not adding is salt because the meat is still salty. The list of the ingredients is going to be on my website and I'm going to leave the link in the description box. I'm going to cover it and let it cook for about 40 minutes to an hour. I am going to boil some water to soak the rice in. If this meat wasn't salty, I would have left it to cook for about 40 minutes to an hour. But because I'm trying to extract the salt, I'm going to be checking on it. When the water goes down, I'm going to top it up. The more water you use to cook it, the more salt is being extracted. I'm going to let the meat cook until it is done. When the meat is done, that is when I'll start cooking the rice. The hot water, remember the water I was trying to boil the other time? I'm going to pour it into the rice and soak it for about 5 minutes. So if this is your first time on my channel or you are a returning viewer and you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so that you can get an alert whenever I post a video. Like and share the video. Thank you and God bless you. After 5 minutes, I'm going to wash the rice until the water runs clear. The rice is washed. I'm going to add it to the pot. Then I'm going to add the chicken stock. It is very important to strain it if you want it to look very nice. If you don't have enough chicken stock, add water. Add enough water to cover the rice. Do not add too much water if you want the rice to be fluffy. Add one bay leaf and a seasoning cube. Add curry powder. This is what gives Nigerian fried rice its signature look. Stir to combine. Because the chicken stock has salt, it is very important to taste for salt before adding salt to the rice. So add salt to taste. And when you are adding salt, don't forget about the salty Toolo beef. So I'm just gonna stir it, cover it and cook it over medium heat until it is done. While the rice is cooking, I'm gonna cut the meat into bite size. Try to cool the meat before you cut the meat, so I guess I was too impatient to wait for it to cool down. In case you're wondering what happens to the meat stock, it is too salty and you cannot cook with it, so I tossed it. Let me use this opportunity to send a very special shout out to all those that have subscribed. You guys are the best. I love you. Thank you and God bless you. I have another rice recipe that I made with Toolo beef. It is Nigerian jollof rice with Ghanaian Toolo beef. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. You can check it out later. If you want to know how to remove salt from this meat, I explained in great detail in that video. You can check it out later. The meat is ready and the rice is done. So it is time to fry the meat. Add some oil to your saucepan and heat it over medium heat. Once it heats up, we're gonna fry the meat. The oil is hot, so I'm gonna add the meat. After adding the meat, I'm gonna spread it out in a single layer so that each meat gets fried. So I'm gonna be stirring it once in a while until it is properly fried or has developed some color. Mind you, the meat is already done, it is cooked. While I am frying this meat, let me tell you a little bit story about my Toolo beef experience. The first time I heard about Toolo beef was from a very popular Ghanaian food content creator, Sweet Ajele. So I was very curious because I have never tasted it before, so I decided to make it. After I made it, cooked it, it was delicious, so very delicious. I was so amazed. I said, wow. The only thing I can use to describe it is bacon. I don't know if it is the saltiness, but the only thing that comes to my mind when I eat it is bacon. Although both of them are salty, but the difference is that the Toolo beef has other flavors. As you can see, the meat is well fried. There's no need to remove the meat. I'm just gonna move them to the side. Then I'm gonna add the garlic, add the ginger, add the chopped onions. I'm gonna let it fry for a few minutes before adding other ingredients. After frying the onions for a few minutes, I'm gonna add the chopped pepper and fry it a bit. Then add one seasoning cube. Then add a pinch of salt. Do not add a lot of salt because the Toolo beef is salty. So depending on how much salt was extracted, if you extracted a lot of salt, then you can add some salt. But if not, there's really no need to add salt because the salt from the Toolo beef is gonna get into the oil and it is gonna be salty, not salty, but it's gonna have some salt. So I fried it for a few minutes until the onions look very translucent. Then I'm gonna add my carrot and peas. I'm also gonna add some curry powder. You can add turmeric if you want. So I'm just gonna stir it and let it fry for 1 to 2 minutes. There is no need to cook it too long because the heat from the rice is gonna cook it, and if you cook it too long it's gonna be very soft and mushy. So it has cooked for about 2 minutes. It is time to add the rice. I'm gonna be adding the rice gradually and stirring to combine. After a while, it is not gonna be very convenient to still continue that way, so I'm gonna split it into two and transfer some back to the other pot and mix everything to combine. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you. As you can see, the pot is really full. It is not easy to mix everything together, so I'm gonna transfer some back to the pot the rice was cooked in so that there will be enough space to add the plain rice and mix the rice together. So just watch and see, it doesn't really need any explanation. At the end of the day, everything is gonna fit into this pot, but I want the rice to be properly mixed together. Finally, everything is nicely mixed together, so I'm transferring everything back to this pot. Finally, the Toolo beef fried rice is ready. No need to cook it some more, it is done. Turn off the heat and enjoy. I have another fried rice recipe. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box, you can check it out later. That one is the traditional Nigerian fried rice made with liver. This fried rice is so beautiful, colorful, and extremely delicious. As for the taste, it is out of this world. I really cannot describe it. Only Ghanaians would understand what I'm talking about, or those that have eaten Toolo beef, and I'm sure they are going to be very proud of me. I am even proud of myself because I created this recipe. So now that you know how to make Toolo beef fried rice, why don't you give this a try? I promise you, you're gonna enjoy it and the taste will amaze you. So thank you guys for watching. Till I see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.